Thanks for coming back to my channel. We're going to talk about Real Housewives of Potomac today. Season 5, episode 13. Episode opened up. Juan and Giselle was going ring shopping because Juan plans on asking Robert to marry him again. Budget for the ring was between $8,000 and $10,000 in my opinion. That's a decent budget for a ring, you know. Hey. Monique is working on her third podcast. So she is at the house. She has Chris's goddad over there helping her out, making, you know, party favors or whatever you want to call it. So they're over there doing that. She's talking to him about the incident that happened with Candace, and was pretty much saying, you know, how she felt bad and things like that. So what she did was she wanted to call all the ladies to invite them to come to the podcast, because the podcast is about, you know, bettering yourself or something to that nature. So Ashley was the only one that actually came to the podcast. She called Robin on the phone when she invited her, and Robin was like, yeah, think about it. Yeah. She should have just told her no, because you could tell clearly that Robin was not here for it. She did not want to go. You know, they have their little alliance where they're trying to get Monique off the show or whatever that I feel like they have going on. So don't nobody want to film with Monique, because that's what that's all about, you know, which is team petty if you ask me. But so going back to the podcast, Ashley came before, and they were showing them in the back when they were going over what was going to go on in the podcast. And Monique had told the lady that she didn't want to answer any questions regarding the incident with her and Candace. But you see what she did. Messy. But, you know, quite honestly, I was thinking to myself, I was like, how's she gonna not answer no questions? The lady had that look on her face like, alright, bitch, whatever. But she put her on the spot, but which I felt like that was kind of messed up, because I feel like she could have told her, okay, well, I did have XYZ as a question that I had planned on asking to you, because, you know, my viewers or my followers or whatever like that would like to know X, Y, and Z. So I'm going to have to ask you this question. You know, she could have let her know that pretty much it was coming her way, but she was like, nah. But look, the answer that Monique gave though, just pray for us. I mean, you can't beat that with a bat. You cannot beat that with a bat, for real. I mean, because what can you really say when somebody just says pray for them? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing else to say about that. Okay, you pray for them, so you keep all your words and you tell them to Jesus, boo. Now we're gonna move on away from that. So Ray and Karen go to someone to talk about their marriage and they're trying to work through their issues and everything. And they're talking about where Ray says that he is used to Karen being Ray Huger's husband, and now he is Karen Huger's husband. And I was like, wow, that is deep. I mean, because you have to look at Ray's age. You know what I'm saying? Ray is up in age, so quite honestly, that was a different era, and he's used to going to work, providing the money. She's taking care of the house, she's taking care of the kids. It's not too much to that, you know. And Ray said that's what he used to, that's what he want, honey. He not with all that dumb shit. But at the same time, he's gonna have to get with it, because at the same, if you were handling your business properly in the way that you were supposed to handle everything, Mr. Ray, you would have never had that tax issue of $1 million. Current had to step in. Current saved the day. Current wouldn't have been able to step in and save the day if Current was not on this venture that she is on to empower herself, to have a life of her own, so to speak. You know, something of her own. She has a career. Her first stepping block probably was, you know, coming on, getting on the show and everything. Now she has that platform to be on the show. She's like, okay, I want to do something else. I want to have a down, you know. And I just feel like, you know, Ray, you just gonna have to get with it. You just gonna have to suck it up and get with it, because that's what your woman is doing, and your woman has supported you for 1,000 years. The child been married. It's time to support her in her dream. You working on your 3rd assignment, that's good. So your ass is retired, so it shouldn't be no issue. It shouldn't be no issue. You travel around with her. You follow behind her. You're there to support her. If she needs phone calls to be made or this, that, and the third, you can do that. Perhaps, you know. Just a suggestion. I mean, just so you don't feel like useless, you know. You can do something to help her. Because at the end of the day, y'all still a team. Y'all still a team. And Karen just wanted to be acknowledged for her help that she gave to you. She wanted to say thank you. She wanted you to say thank you. And I honestly don't feel like that was too much. I really feel like that, Ray, you should have been told your wife thank you for kicking $1 million to save my ass. She shouldn't have had to tell you that. She shouldn't have had to tell you that that's what she want to hear. If you gave someone or loaned someone $1 million to help them with anything, whether it be buying a home, paying the taxes, whatever, you would expect them to tell you thank you, right? What's the difference? I mean, because at the end of the day, the taxes were owed for your mismanagement of your businesses on some aspect. That has nothing to do with Karen. To a certain extent. I mean, of course, yes, they're married, so what affects him affects her. Yes, yes, yes. We know that in that aspect. Yes. So that is why Karen stepped up to step in to help her man. You understand what I'm saying? Because they are a team. They are married. Boom, boom, boom. You know? Wendy gets the kids to try breast milk. But I don't really think that was the first time the kids have tried breast milk, because she said she gave them 2 drops apiece. And they ain't even say nothing like, ew, it's nasty. Ew, it's bitter. Ew, it's sweeter. I mean, nothing. Nothing. We ain't heard nothing else about it. I'm like, well, damn. Damn, Bravo. You ain't let them tell us how the milk was. Okay. So, Candace has to take it hour by hour, because she is so traumatized by Monique punching her in the head 3 times and pulling her wig. She is so traumatized by that. Chad, please. Stop running your fucking mouth so much. Then you wouldn't have to worry about it. You would not have to worry about it. Quite honestly. If you stop talking so much trash, Candace. I mean, girl, stop it. Just stop it. But the hour by hour thing, I mean, I feel like that you are trying to milk it for all that it's worth. And you thought because you knew y'all were in the middle of filming and everything, like this is you were gonna be adding to your case. But see, now hindsight is 2020. So now that we know the end result of that case already, you know, while we're looking at it on TV, we already know what happened. Like, just like I feel looking at it. Bitch, you full of shit. Cut it out. Cut it out. Yes, Monique should not have put her hands on you. Okay. She should not have done that. Okay. I hate to have a butt. I don't even want to have a butt. But I have a butt. But stop talking so much trash to people. Words hurts. Words hurts. Everybody cannot handle that. Everybody cannot handle the way that your tongue slice. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody can't handle that. And sometimes people have you so angry that your mind can't even process. It can't even process anything else but grab this bitch, hit this bitch, drag this bitch, choke this bitch, you know? You never know what people are going through. You never know what people are going through. And you don't know where people came from. What kind of baggage that people are dragging with them. So my thing with saying all of that is just don't antagonize people. Don't antagonize people. Don't do that. You wouldn't want anyone to do that to you. At the end of the day, you wouldn't want anyone to do that to you. Nobody likes to be picked with, so to speak. And I did feel like that you were picking because you wouldn't let that situation go. You gonna drag me, Monique? You gonna drag me? And she dragged your ass. Because there won't nowhere else for that to go. So you painted yourself into a corner with that. You were doing all that other shit. Spinning around and doing this and doing that and saying this and saying that. But see, when you came to those words, what you gonna drag me, Monique? You drew the line in the sand. You really did. You drew the line in the sand. And that is why Monique said, do you want me to? And she still didn't drag you. So you ought to be glad. Because the way you're traumatized behind 3 punches in the head and a wig pull, if she really would have dragged you, Chad, you might have had to go to the crazy house. I don't know. I don't know. But we are over it. And I'm going to say this. I am going to say this. It's some fries stuff, you know. I would much rather see Monique on my TV screen on Sunday than Candace. I like Candace, but if I had to choose between the two, I would much rather see Monique. I like her personality more. I feel like she's more relatable. I feel like Candace is a spoiled brat. And I feel like nobody in her immediate circle, her family, or even in this friend group holds her accountable for the things that she does. And that's not cool. It's really not. feel like Monique's pastor held her to a higher standard, held her more accountable than the person that Candace is going to see to talk about her issues. He didn't say anything. I felt like he was trying to hint to it in their session. Well, what do you think that you did to contribute to this? I did nothing. That was your time to say, really? You did nothing? Sounds like to me you did X, Y, and Z. You want Monique to be held accountable for her actions. Then I feel like, Candace, you need to be held accountable as well. And to be very honest with you, if Bravo does have to get rid of one of you two, I think it should be get rid of both of y'all. If it ain't gonna be your ace, cause I'd rather see Monique. I see Monique without you. I don't want to see you without her. I really don't. Even though I really don't feel like it's that big of a deal that Bravo need to get rid of anybody. I mean, we had some recently in Jersey, some seasons ago. Remember, she got famous off of her lifting up the table and shit at Danielle. So, it shouldn't be an issue. Shouldn't be an issue. I mean, they done had wig pools over there too. Danielle pulled Margaret's wig not too long ago when they were in a store somewhere. I can't think of everything right now, but I just know it had been fights and shit everywhere. I mean, hey, fight ain't no worse than watching people half naked. New York State stripping off their clothes, get naked. So I mean, 3 punches in the head and a wig pull, that's really not that much. But I feel like I gotta drifted down no man's land with that one. So Jamal came into town so that they could participate in something that I believe it was Grace had going on at school or something or another. And I think that's good that he does that. Because he does live, in another state. So that is good that he has the means to be able to fly back and forth to go to school plays or whatever it was that they had going on. That's great. I just don't see any chemistry. I want them to work because if you like it, I love it. If you like it, I love it. You saying that's what y'all gonna do? Then do that. Be together. Be together, Giselle. You want to be with them? Be with them. It just doesn't feel genuine to me. And I want to believe I want to believe that this is what you want. This is a true situation in life. This is your life. This is not just for TV. But never know. I will say this though. It's kind of weird to me that they don't have more like chemistry. Y'all have 3 kids together. She gave him a hug when she was dropping them off. And it just looked dry. It just looked dry. it definitely don't look like people that love each other. Definitely don't look like me and my husband when I had to take him to the airport. Definitely don't. You know, with everything that Jamal has taken Giselle through, and if Giselle wants to truly be with Jamal, then I say go for it. I mean, we only get one life. You only get one. There's no redos on it. It's no pause buttons, fast forward, rewinds. It just is what it is. So if that's what you want to do, then you do that. You do that. The only people, I was about to say person, but people that you have to consider is your family. Your girls, yourself, and Jamal. And if y'all are happy, then I say that's great. That's great. I'm happy for you. Now Daddy wants you happy. The other week when they went to the restaurant launching for the Arizonas, Daddy wants you happy. Daddy couldn't take it. Daddy couldn't take it no more. He had to go, honey. Daddy said, I'm clean. I done told it. It's out there. I'm clean. I just hope you know what you're doing. Because at the end of the day, don't nobody want to be hurt. Nobody want to be hurt. And don't nobody want to be lonely either. So I can understand, wanting to be with somebody, and when you try to be with other people and it does not work. She done tried Sherman. I don't know who else she done tried, but it just didn't work. Maybe it is because she's comparing everybody to Jamal. Maybe it is because she's really in love with Jamal. And if that's the case, you're only doing yourself a disservice because you don't want to be with him because of this, that, and the third. If he wants to have his sausage everywhere around town and you don't mind it, then hey, power to you. Power to you. I mean, because ultimately, if he's still running around with other women and still making babies, I mean, I heard somewhere the other day that another baby mama had just given birth, like not too long ago. So it's like, if he's going to continue to run around and mess with all these women and make all these kids and stuff, then really, is that what you want? Really? I mean, because I can't tell. You don't never have none of them other kids on that show. Y'all ain't spending no time together as a family. All of y'all like the Brady Bunch. Isn't that a part of accepting him back? Accepting all of those kids that he done made out there? Or is it not about that? I don't know. Let me know. Let me know, Giselle. Just let me know, girl. So, Robin and the family had went bowling. That little bowling night. I thought that was cute. She told her mama and them that she owed $90,000 in taxes. She was kind of scared to tell them because per one, the daddy always tell them, make sure you pay your taxes. Make sure you pay your taxes. And now you have to go to your parents and tell them, I'm in trouble with my taxes. I can understand being a bit embarrassed to say that, to tell them that. I definitely can. Wendy's event that she had, she invited all the ladies except for Monique. And she kind of made me a bit annoyed because Monique told them, okay, how many episodes ago? And look, if y'all having a group things, don't invite me. It's okay. Don't feel like that you have to choose. She gonna say, yeah, I invited all the ladies except for Monique. You didn't even have to speak on that. And here goes Giselle. Good call. Why is it a good call? Why is it a good call, Giselle? Because you scared Monique gonna punch your ass 3 times in the head? She needs her. She should've. She should've. You been asking for that for a long time. So that's what you worried about. Because you know you deserve it too. That's what it is. Is that what it is, Giselle? I think so. I think that's what it is. I think you know that Monique should beat you. Hit you 3 times in the head. And pull your wig. That's what I think it is. And you scared. You see Monique is not playing. Monique is not playing and she don't have no problem with it, babe. Don't have no problem with it. So, Wendy's event was really nice. I'm going to say I really enjoyed her event, so to speak. I'm glad that Bravo showed us that. Because I do think, and especially in the climate that we're in right now, in the middle of an election, it is very important that your voices are heard. It is very important that you get out there and you vote. And most importantly, it is important that you vote on the local elections. Vote on the local elections. I'm going to say it one more time. Vote on your local elections. Okay. Those are the people who control your everyday activities. You understand what I'm saying? If your state tax is going to go up, this, that, and the third. Your local elections, those are who decides all of those things. Judges, district attorneys. You know, those are elected positions. So, that's very important. When Karen and Monique, now, why am I saying Monique? I know you ain't talking about me yet. No, just Candace and Karen went to have their chat. And honestly, I feel like the way that the way that Candace, you know, opened up with that, I feel like she was already doing seems too much. Because first of all, wait a minute. Who do you think you are that you could tell somebody what you need them to do? Really? Really? You think that you can go and tell this lady, you know, you don't like the fact that she is not holding Monique accountable and this, that, and the third, when at the end of the day, and I love the way that Karen gave it to her. Karen gave it to her very classy. Very classy, but she let her have it. Do you hear me? She let her have it. She told her very nicely that she is not going to be browbeaten into choosing a side. She was not choosing